New York City, you listen to me. If you're near a convenience store right now, any type of 24-hour store, go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason. Their money is your money as of right now.
But as I've seen with all you little young motherfuckers that think you nice.
Yeah.
He is pretty nice.
You nice.
Yeah, I'm good.
Y'all get to like 27, 28, and y'all niggas get to struggling, and y'all be trying to come back and find that sound.
I ain't gonna struggle, bro.
All right, we're gonna see.
We gonna see. Oh, you gonna learn.
And guess what? I'm gonna be here.
After years of bad takes from professionals, we're now in the era of bad takes from amateurs. These guys right here are the newest set of industry gatekeepers. And I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. But let's talk about it. Remember back in the day when we used to care about what Ebro Darden, Funk Flex, Charlemagne, and Adam 22 thought about music? Personally, I never cared, but they were supposed to be the gatekeepers of pop culture, you know? The people who decide what's industry and what's not. To say you made it, you had to get that Breakfast Club interview or that No Jumper interview. Or hop on the radio with Sway and act like that written you just spit was a freestyle.
Looking awkward. Does it work for you? Sometimes I'll catch it for a minute. OJ with it, y'all wonder how I did it. My mom hit me once, she lugged it in Sue, but I'll stomp y'all out like Ndamukong Suh. All the shoe brands wanted me to sign. I remember they thought I was Lonely Island. There will not be another like me. I could go viral if I put out a snippet. I'm sick like a coda, you really could get it. I'll always be playing just like I'm embedded.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man.
We was just letting anything fly, huh? Because that was crazy. But nowadays, these are not the people making stars or maintaining stars. Our new media platforms are social media pages and content creators. And to be honest, I don't have a problem with it, but it does change the way the music is being made and marketed, and changes the type of music that becomes popular culture. So let's talk about it. I talked before about the TikTok era and how it's kind of changing the way music is being made. But even further than that, it changes the creators and how big or how important they are to the ecosystem. And on one hand, I'm very excited about the way pop culture is just embracing creators and just allowing them to be whatever. But there's definitely a point where it becomes negligent, because a lot of these people have done insane things to get famous as usual, or just don't know a thing about music, fashion, or culture. And so these aren't necessarily the people that should be gatekeeping. I think Agent said it the best when he said,
as a streaming community, bro, as niggas that watch streams and niggas that stream, we are so lucky that the face of streaming is not these niggas, bro. I really mean that, bro. We're so lucky it's Kai, my nigga. Because you could criticize him for whatever all you want, but his main goal is to entertain, and he does it so well. So like, at the end of the day, if he didn't exist, and the face was someone as toxic as Neon, bro, we would be fried. If you told niggas you watch streams, they'd be like, ew, they would think you were some lame fucking loser.
If the face of Twitch wasn't Kai Cenat, then I don't think the pop culture would have, adopted Twitch to the level that it has. We needed Aiden to open the doors. We needed a Kai, but we did not need this guy. But that's a story for another day. While we're on the topic, let's talk about it, really. Anything that was corporate held, all the, regular advertising, the late night hosts, the radio DJs, any and everything that used to just demand massive numbers, hundreds of thousands of people, is now just available in somebody's basement or on somebody's YouTube video. But I say that to say, the people that, were making decisions from behind the boardroom somewhere that we never had access to are now losing power. Of course, they can still tap into the creator economy and, influence certain people to do certain things. But it's very easy for anybody now to create exactly what it is that they want to see. And if I'm being honest, I'm very happy that now my gatekeepers look like me. That's cool with me, man. Honestly, we've been bubbling in this era for a very long time. We have Twitter celebrities. We have, YouTube creators turned musicians. We have a little bit of everything, right? But what really took it up a notch was the wide adaptation of TikTok. Social media in general, but TikTok specifically, has played a major part in turning these guys all the way up. And it's been very, very interesting to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Like, people are turning from, just regular individuals into multi-million-dollar businesses. I say that because I've been watching YouTube and Twitch specifically for a couple years now. And just recently, I've been witnessing the TikTok effect. These creators went from averaging anywhere from like 15 to 25,000, concurrent viewers to 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. And it's really because of just posting the same clips over and over, and they continue to go viral infinitely. And I'm not mad at it, honestly, because a lot of those clips are just hilarious to me anyway, so.
Okay, want to say that your video's been helping me, and 4 of my closest friends died a few years ago.
No, I was not. No, somebody said L Reader.
Why and okay.
I swear to God.
Dude,
a
what's
nigga,
up?
Oh no, a nigga said L Reader in the chat, and that's why I laughed. Keep going.
But everybody sees the clips on TikTok. They're like, okay, let me go tune into the streams. And after they tune into the streams, end up seeing something they like and then post it on TikTok themselves. And now, there's an infinite army of boppers, adopting the language and the jokes that have been on the streams and making it pop culture. And with that comes the influence that independent artists, labels, small businesses, anything are just dying to get a hold of.
The person who made this song came to me doing the streaming chat. He said I was the reason why he blew up chat. Without power, we reacted to the song one time in the Discord. After we reacted to it, he blew.
The power is really in everybody's hands, but of course, there's prominent figures that are holding it right now. People like Kai Cenat, Blackboy Max, Your Age Gaming, Duke Dennis, Phantom, Agent Zero, Young Dabo. There's a lot of names. I probably forgot a couple people. But they're all prominent figures in music marketing or culture marketing. That's what I'd call it now, because it doesn't stop at the music anymore. But the new marketing scheme nowadays is just get on stream or on a YouTube video with the content creator, tap into their audience, or at the very least, get a reaction, and then, slut that out on TikTok. And with the way the algorithm works, just one IG post, one tweet, one TikTok, one stream is all it takes to make or break anything from a small business to, major label, established artists. And if you look at the age of these media personalities right now, you can kind of understand why the old heads is getting mad. Like, they worked all their life for this.
I miss the Drake that was rapping for the rappers. I miss the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little kids. I don't give a about you and Kai Cenat. That's gonna sound like hate.
It is.
It is.
It's not hate. It is.
It is.
Go find some your fucking age.
Joe Budden's ranting, Elliot Wilson is tweeting, but a 22-year-old is who's running music marketing right now. And everyone in that lane is around the same age. And they don't have the same opinion of what's, real hip-hop, bars, like, a Funk Flex would have.
Now listen! That's called motherfucking bars, nigga! You know nothing about that!
And I'm gonna leave that to you, whether or not that's a good or bad thing. But honestly, what really broke my heart, did y'all see Lil Yachty try to play Earl Sweatshirt for Kai Cenat?
19, still getting kicked out the crib, ripped up my bed, spit out my food, hiccup and piss, urine burning, I can smell the liquor in this, cats always trying to pick up the fist, duff this dude out.
I mean, I guess, we're living in a new era now. I must be washed at this point. But honestly, that's a testament to the fact that we should not be taking them serious as music critics. They're more like a representation of the everyman. The average person that your music is going out to, not super invested in the process or, anything about it. Just wants to have a good song, a good moment, get a little dance going and shit like that. So we shouldn't be basing our whole marketing strategy on whether or not, Kai Cenat, fucking Phantom, or anybody else that sits in front of the screen loves your song. And you can still go up there and dance with them, even if they didn't like the song, bruh. Or your album. Let's take it back to a brand that you might know about, but you might not know how it popped off. Hellstar. Hellstar actually got the first Kai Cenat stimulus package.
Kind of like that aha moment where you realize this thing was getting really big.
Man, there's a couple moments like that. I mean, when Kai Cenat was wearing it on his stream, and I feel like that was like big, started to get really big.
So before this stream, they were pretty, you know, relatively new, not that well known. Of course, they're moving around in the industry, but they weren't in everybody's hands. And now, pop culture is Hellstar crazy. Getting tired of Hellstar, actually. But I mean, I never had any, but y'all are getting tired of Hellstar, I guess. I like it now. Send me some. Please, twin. And of course, it took a great marketing mind to take advantage of that and, you know, turn it into a moment. And you can see right now, endless brands, small businesses, you know, clothing brands are sending over their products to, you know, these streamers and trying to catch that marketing magic too. Shit, honestly, I did the same. You know, if they like it, you're on. And if they don't, you can at least turn into a joke, you know, a meme. No matter what, it's good press. But that is not the same for music. We've seen how bad it gets when, you know, these guys don't like a song or don't like an album.
When you don't react positively to a song, the whole building loses faith in the song. Basically, they stunted the growth of the project. They stopped spending money because your voice affected a narrative that made them say, fuck, everybody's saying this ain't it. Let's go.
And if we're being honest, okay, that is an unfortunate scenario. But is that the content creator's fault? If the music was undeniable, would they be able to make that same statement? No. When the music is trash, bad things happen. Who can we blame here? Yourself. Make better music. Or know the audience, at least, that you're marketing towards. Do you think that, like, if the streamer says, oh, bro, this is the hardest thing in the world, the rest of us won't hear that it sucked? So I don't be understanding y'all sometimes. Y'all be wanting, like, niggas to lie and say that, you know, your album or your song was good and then risk all credibility in the future because they're supporting that bullshit you dropped. It's I don't know. Yeah, we were all listening to it. All right. It was bad. If it was good, him saying he doesn't like it wouldn't have changed people's minds. Anthony Fantano does it all the time. We don't care. For emerging artists, you can kind of, you know, pivot, make a meme out of it, you know, and make it make sense. But for established artists or artists trying to establish themselves, the leeway is not there. And I think that's why they tend to gravitate and, you know, want to be around, want to be friends with these content creators. Because their base, you know, the amount of power that their voice has, the friendliness with their community, just makes for great press. I mean, there's nothing better than having 50,000 people love you every day. And all of this is a lot of power for just some 20-year-olds to have. If you look at it objectively, it probably isn't any better or worse than before. There are always going to be bad takes like there always were bad takes. Just this time, the bad takes are funnier. You know, they're memes a little bit. There's always going to be a friend of a friend that makes it onto the show that probably shouldn't have made it there. But the music criticism is usually pretty honest because, you know, the chat or the comments would definitely make sure that the expectations are lower in terms of music knowledge, but higher in terms of entertainment value. The viewers just want a good time, and they're providing it. You gotta love it. It's no wonder why labels are trying to force a viral moment every chance they get, or obsessed with the idea of a creator musician. It's a great idea and concept, you know, have the community built in already, but it never translates well. It always leads to the music suffering in some way. But what happens when that obsession goes too far?